Hey, everyone. I'm going to turn that audio off because we're going to get feedback. Hello, everyone. How are we doing today? I'm sitting here on the balcony of the Grand Ballroom. I've got an opera glass on my one hand and a champagne flute in my left. And who's this I see coming up? It's Pep Boy stuffing a bunch of mini quiches into his pockets. How you doing?
Oh, what are I'm not stuffing any keys. Why would you accuse me of that?
Oh, you got a really fantastic. Hey, we got a really fantastic game for you today. I think we got three really powerful teams so far. And I'm a little quiet. All right, we can. Can we fix that? Okay.
Yes, Emma. I suspiciously key-shaped Pep.
Yeah. Oh man, head pocket, head pocket. Um, I'm a little quiet. We need to. You know what? We're gonna need to brave the Windows sound settings for that one. I believe.
Terrifying.
Oh god, yeah. No, this is. I've been dreading this all day, honestly. Uh, it's this. It's
Well,
this. Hmm?
while you're doing that, yeah, it's gonna be very fun because we had obviously, Fish at least was just streaming, so now we get to see her in action, which is gonna be very fun. And then, like you were saying, some very strong, just general players right now. Um,
Yeah, fish.
looking at the
Hmm? Go ahead.
I
Sorry.
was looking at the team standings as well. We've got a lot of positive on this one. So it's going to be kind of a seeing who's battling around the top of the pennant right now. And then of course we have that last team right there that is going to be trying to claw their way back into the positives.
Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to this one personally. And please ignore what the hell. I will get VLC working in a second. What? Yeah, I was watching. It just started playing Three Kingdoms, man. I started hearing the opening music of that, and just did not know what to do. Here we go. Maybe it was a mistake to put this in my video file. Yeah, there we go. You're gonna have to tell me what the volume on that one sounds like.
Yeah, well, I've got the stream muted. So.
Fair enough. That's proper.
I do appreciate the switch over to the music playing VLC for a moment there. It's
Yeah.
recognizing it. Um,
All right. Yeah, we should. They are about to ready up, and we will
Yep.
see them momentarily. Emdee will be joining our stream later. He had a big lunch, I think. Sounded delicious.
Yes, if you caught the last stream, you would have heard some talk about lunch. The lunch saga continues.
Listen, I couldn't do this hungry, so I'm glad no one is. You know.
So, what are your thoughts on who you think are the favorites to win here?
To win here, I was looking at the past results from. I think Kit and Fish both had a bad showing in threes, but in Takoyaku 2, they were both really strong. I think they're on strong teams. Those are my two. And Cheese. I mean no disrespect to our good friend Mr. Cheese there. He's simply an unknown, and I'm really interested to see what he's bringing to the table there. But yeah, I'm going with Meow Kit on this one. I think I think that's a really strong team, and I think those are really strong players.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I would love to see a Cheese like upset here. Get that kind of more competitive standing there. But I do always also have to root for Fish here, just in terms of, good caster, good player.
Absolutely, yeah. I've been really enjoying working with her to get this whole thing together. And yeah, no, I'd love to see. Unfortunately, it is a zero-sum game, so you know.
Yes. That's Mahjong causing great harm and all that. Although entertaining the idea of a non-zero sum Mahjong is funny to me.
Oh man, you what if we could all just go to orphans and it's all chill? No,
Mahjong, but it's reverse Yakuman responsibility. If you're the one that is responsible for the Yakuman, you actually get half the points.
damn. Cooperative Yakuman. Innovating in the game space here, huh?
Yeah.
Actually, that would be like, you know, I guess we're just getting into team mahjong here, right? Where like you have to worry about who you're dealing into or whatever.
Dealing into. Well, I know there was some discussion of that in the tournament chat earlier about 2v2.
Yeah. I've not played a 2v2 tournament. I'm not entirely sure how it works. Oh, that is, yeah.
Yes, Umbrella. I was going to make that joke. Good old horse points.
It's Uma Mizume. So we're going to make the Umas are the daughter? I don't understand. Alright, here we are. What are we doing? Oh, frick. I need to check something on my end real quick.
Yep, just waiting for those matches to come in real quick.
Yeah. No, I think I unfollowed the tournament.
Whoops.
Yeah. Here we go. Okay, yeah, we're hopping in now. In
That's
80
absolutely
seconds.
yes. 80 seconds left. Pax, that is absolutely correct. Mahjong is all about mysterious debutantes. It's all about just who is she?
Yeah, no, it's a real mystery. I've been talking. I actually tried to get something from Kid out of about this, but it was just squid noises and meows. It was not the information I could use. No, I'm really glad because I'm also had bookmarked a test tournament that we put on for as part of a stream setup. So I was in there looking for matches, just like, where are they? Could have been disaster. Oh well.
Yeah, we got there in time. Yeah. The intrigue is it's like when you see somebody, as I did during my matches this week, that has opened a white dragon and a green dragon triplet, and you're sitting there thinking, do they have the other dragon? Do they have those red dragons? In most cases, the answer is no, but sometimes you get surprised, and that's where the intrigue comes in.
And we are on the dance floor here.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay. I think I have my setups correct. Yeah, we're good. All right.
Awesome. So looking at that, East One dealership, South Wind here is a perfectly reasonable first discard. We go either that or usually the one mon here.
Absolutely. There's a quick dragon there.
Yep, opening as you're the dealer, just trying to get that quick hand. Doesn't look like there's a lot of potential for value. There's like potentially a world in which you get like a mixed triple sequence here or something. Or you pick up like a red 5. As a reminder here, the pin suit for this tournament has 2 red 5s, and so you're looking for every chance you can to get one of those.
Right. But I mean, realistically, we're probably looking at a white dragon Nomi here.
Looking across the table at fish, we're getting a pretty solid hand there. It's progressing relatively quickly, and we could see something like a all simples is very doable here. We see like, I don't know, maybe a Pinfu though. Maybe not.
We'll have to see. All right, we've got. I missed Cheese opening up with the East Winds there. That's a pretty smart move, typically. Just getting some stuff out there.
Yeah, it looks like pretty quick. Going for both pretty quick cheap hands here.
That's gonna start shaping up nicely there.
Oh yeah, very much so. You'd love to see that 3. Yep, and you can drop that 6 there, and now you're really good to go. You're just gonna get rid of that 3 pin eventually. Of course, we've got an interesting hand here with Ash. You're seeing kind of an awkward, that 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 shape. Although you pick up a second Dora 1, that's very nice because now you have, it's a four pairs, so like you're kind of in a weird spot because you also have, those sequences that you're going for. But looks like going to be discarding that 9. From that 7-9 group to potentially going for something with triplets or pairs maybe.
Yeah, I feel like that's a tough hand to make work, but it could be big money.
It is one away right now because once you get a triplet of one of those, and we are going to be seeing a 10 pie here. Waiting for that 4 and 7, make one of them a pair. And like I said, we do see a red 5 there, or 2 red 5s actually that they picked up over time. So now we actually are looking at a pretty valuable hand, even though it's still that white dragon.
I'm afraid Ash
is the only Yaku.
7.
Very potentially. It is just kind of hanging out there, although not before Fish does.
Not before Fish
That's going to be a run, and we're going to be seeing some emotes as Fish requested. And even though, like, you might be thinking, oh, it's only 3 on, that's like a modest hand, because we have that dealership, it's going to be almost 6,000 points.
Nice. All right, and that's a Renshaw. Wow. That was a nice shape, yeah. No, absolutely. And I appreciate they are doing the BM emotes. Oh, yeah. No, that's
yep, we're going to see that 9 turn middle, not going for it for the people. Very understandable. I know a lot of casters would throw shade on that decision, but I am not those casters.
It was the right choice, I think. Like, I always want to see the hype decision, but, you gotta win.
And you're not too unhappy about that as Kit here because, this is a pretty equivalent hand in terms of how fast it was from the previous one before that got mulliganed. You're also pretty happy, I think, if you're Ash. This seems to be a little bit of an awkward hand in terms of trying to get rid of stuff, although you have 3 potential Yakuhai. They're going to get rid of the North, which is an interesting decision over one of the dragons there, even though North is there. Their seat wind. But you do have 2 red 5s here, which is going to be, just easy value there.
Absolutely, yeah. It's always awkward having that many Yakuhai, though,
Kit here getting 2 Yakuhai pair, including the double wins.
Pretty nice, pretty nice.
Also very interesting seeing Mr. Cheese here get drop that Dora 2 so as the first discard.
Yeah, absolutely. That's I think if you're going to get rid of it, you got to get rid of it early, surely.
Potentially, although it seems to be going for some sort of outside hand of some variety. Picks up that second red dragon, which I think is going to be a very good pickup here.
Absolutely.
But you can still use that Dora too in a half outside hand.
I just hope they're not waiting on those whites. Nice.
Yep, going to be picking up that last dragon.
Absolutely.
You're always happy to see that when there's one already down. You're like, okay, I don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah, good.
Yes, no. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say good comment from Umbral about that shape from Kit.
Yeah, I was about to mention that as well. Yes, getting rid of the 5 in a row weight is a very interesting decision, um, and like is kind of immediately punished for it. Um,
Cheese is gonna have to get rid of that use at some point here. All right, what we got?
okay, we're gonna see that Ricci from Ash. Waiting on actually a very solid. I mean, that's potentially pure double sequence. Although, yeah, fish. Yeah, about like that's very discardable 7. You can see thinking about it, and is going to avoid the deal-in. Very impressive.
Nice.
Incredibly hinged play. Although also interesting because the 6 doesn't really appear, unless I'm missing something, to be that safe either. She's discarding Suji.
Not particularly safe. No.
Fish again resisting the temptation to discard that 7.
I wonder what the plan is here from Cheese. You think he's trying to fold here, or? Well, no.
I mean, it hasn't really gotten any reason to. We discard probably the East here to get into Tenpai, which is nice. Or no, we don't. We discard a 9 here. Very interesting.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yep. And now we've got 2 people in Tenpai here now, so things are getting really dangerous. That East is no longer safe.
Oh well.
And we're gonna see that final East come out, and we have a chase steal.
Gonna get some
like it here.
That's good. All right. And
not a particularly valuable hand, but yeah, you do get the double win here, and of course you steal the Ricci stick and continue your dealership.
I didn't realize that was worth double. I need to learn more about this game, I suppose.
Yes, so because the seat wind and the prevalent wind for the dealer during East is the same, right? It's East. It's their seat wind and it's the round wind. It counts as two Han because it's 2 separate Yaku.
Makes perfect sense. Thank you. There we go. What do you think about these hands shaping up?
I'm looking at Ash's hand here is looking incredibly good right now. You kind of have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you also have that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's really nice, yeah.
Yes.
And a pair of dragons. Never heard anyone.
Pair of dragons, which means you're probably not getting Pinfu, but you can still use your pair. And if you pick up the 3rd one, you're always happy because you can just pick up a pair from something else. Getting rid of the South here. I probably would have gotten rid of the South earlier and kept that 7. And you're seeing the punishment for it because you have that 5, 6 that you could have had. But perfectly reasonable play. And we are going to see that Ricci, like I said, incredibly fast hand. Waiting on that 3, 6. It's going to be, just the Ricci and the Dora here.
Oh boy.
But I mean, you love to see it. Yep. And manages to stay in. We're seeing some good folding behavior here from Kit. Discarding the 5, which seems like a dangerous card, but actually isn't because it's Genbutsu. Ash has already discarded it.
Right, of course. The other 6s and 3s are pretty locked up, I think.
Yep, maintaining those safer discards. We have that Suji, although it's not a particularly safe Suji because the Ricci, it's the Ricci discard.
Absolutely, yeah.
That it's Suji for. And then, yes, some very interesting decisions here for Fish. Going to be discarding that 6, even though it's not too safe. You do see, like, if I'm Fish, I'm thinking, oh, there's a lot of, similar so tiles on the board. So doesn't seem to be very valuable.
Absolutely, yeah. I think, yeah, definitely get rid of them 1 and 9 for sure.
Continuing to just do some hinged saves. Although we do see an opening here from Kit. Getting a little bit aggressive with probably trying to get into Tenpai to either steal or maybe just get to exhaustive draw Tenpai to maintain that dealership.
Yeah, what's this? All simples, I guess?
Yes. Yeah, we have all simples here. And even if you don't have, I probably wouldn't do this early, but you can even potentially just open to be open, even if you have no Yaku,
Sure,
and be in Tenpai.
Makes sense.
Yep, and we're gonna see Tenpai here, calling that red 5 that's coming out to give a little bit of extra value because now we have a similar, 3 Han, so on and so forth. As third verse same as the first.
Absolutely, yeah. 9, so yeah, safe.
Fish gonna be breaking up that triplet just to try to stay safe.
Good folding behavior there.
Mm-hmm. Yep, discarding the 4, staying in Tenpai. And we're gonna see a surprising con here.
Yeah, I don't know if I would do that.
Cheese, giving more value actually to Kit, as well as Ash, and no extra value to themselves, to himself. We're gonna see a pawn here, going to be trying to chase. Although this is dangerous here. You really don't want to discard that door, but you have to, and now you're waiting on a 6-9, and we are going to see that discard.
That's rough. That's rough.
And that's going to be a 4-Han hand, if I recall correctly. It's going to be a Mongon, which is going to be really rough. And yeah, we're seeing Ash pay for the sins of Cheese here. That's going to be a real tough hit for Ash.
I feel like he had a lot going for him in that hand. Just sometimes it doesn't go your way though.
Oh wow! Though this initial hand from Cheese with 4 Dora, because we have that 5 is Dora and you've got the double one.
Right.
Eminently openable hand with the white dragon as well. But Kit again with another very fast hand here.
Ash kind of have an awkward shape with the terminals on the so. Not great. Pax says, always con, we learned on the last match. Cheese didn't pay for it, so it's probably fine.
Yeah. Again, you just have somebody else deal in, and then you're good to go.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want at that point.
Yes, as Pax also points out, this is similar to the first game of the last match. We're seeing a really long East 1. We're in repeat 4 now. Mr. Cheese as well opening on a Cheese, so still doesn't have a confirmed Yaku. Is going to be kind of fishing for that white and then needs another pair here. I'm going to pick it up in the form of the 7 as long as they keep it. But okay, he's going to be getting rid of that Strand Door 5. Which is interesting. There are other floating tiles like that 8 pin, for example, that you could be getting rid of. But he's going to say, I just don't want to have that in my hand for later. Okay. Potential deal in here. Okay. Okay, we're going to see an eventual Ricci here. Just kind of deciding, okay, we've improved this as much as we're going to. Fishy's just going to be calling on that, waiting for that singleton on the 3.
Yeah, I always respect a little Dama. Let's see.
One interesting thing though about keeping Dama is if you then are just like, okay, I'm just gonna stay here, right? And then I eventually call Ricci, though I didn't change my hand. You discard a Sumo Giri. Everybody knows that you probably have a bad weight because you Sumo Giri Ricci'd.
Right.
Yep, we're gonna see a lot of chasing here. Nobody's respecting anybody here. We have Kit waiting on that 2. Cheese waiting on the 4 pin. We've got a Mahjong match on our hands, everybody.
Oh boy. with no fours in the wall, that's rough.
Yes. Yep. And if I'm fish, I'm like terrified because I have no hand value. Right. This is Ricci no me. It's Ricci nothing, nothing, nothing.
Oh well.
Yep. And we see that deal in from Ash again.
Oh, that's rough.
The most discardable 2 ever, but it's gonna be another loss. And we're gonna see yes as well, the pure straight to get just a little bit of value. Except it's actually a lot of value because we're on repeat 4. We've got the 4 Hamba counters.
Cripes.
So it's actually 1,500 more points.
Some
Or not 15 if it's 4. It's 12.
Some really bad luck from Ash, who, I mean, I did, because I don't know Mahjong, I felt like I had to, like, know these players' histories. Ash has had some very good results in the past.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's one of the opening lines to part 2 of Ricci Book 1, right? Is Dan Shiba being like, listen, in the short run, any player can get lucky or unlucky. And we're seeing this, like, in spades here, Ash just getting punished again and again for pretty reasonable plays.
Yeah, cheese with a quick triplet of greens. Easy Yaku.
Yep, if I'm cheese, I'm in second. I'm like, I just need to get this dealership over. I want to move the game along, please.
We need no more red shine, please. Come on.
Although, as well, an impressive hand here for Ash as well.
Yeah, I like that shape a lot. I like how many... Okay, pin? Pin. No, we're good. Pin, man, so we're good. We're good. There we go.
I imagine, yep, we do see the pawn here.
Absolutely. Every time.
Kit being like, what if I could win more hands?
Busting is off, so we can just be here forever. This could just be the rest of our lives.
So somebody like a Fish or Ivy comes in and pulls us out with the hook. Just going.
You know, they say plan for 2 hours, and we're gonna use it. All right, what do we got here? I might want to see it from Fish's hand. The 1-3 is a little awkward, but I got like the 6-8-9. We can make something happen with there.
Yeah, you have an awkward number of pairs here. You've got the 3 pairs, which is like a lot of those can be converted, but I still think we have a really strong hand here for Ash, picking up a pair here.
Oh yeah, nice.
And then Kit getting into Tenpai.
I think cheese. Yep.
Immediate. And we're still in it. We're still the show never ends, everybody. That's a White Dragon Nomi, only 1,500 points, but it's actually going to be 3,000 because we have that 1,500 extra from the 5 Humble counters, which we're about to add 1 more to.
Just keep stacking them. That is, what the hell is going on with that hand?
Another solid hand here. I think there's the temptation here, as we just saw, like, oh, I can keep that south. I can keep a single, door west here because you're like, well, maybe I get some sort of weird Yakuhai thing, and then I have value from the door, or I go for like a half flush here. Although you don't have, all of the blocks that you need for that yet.
Yeah, no, don't open that up. I get nervous when I held this many honors in my hand. It's just it's hard to make that work.
Yeah. We see Fish potentially going for a fast hand here. Interestingly, getting rid of the red dragon here instead of maybe getting rid of some pins, because right now you don't have a Yaku. You can potentially go for you could force like a full straight here, but you're kind of far away from that as well. And then, of course, cheese here with the Yakuhai pair that not Yakuhai, the West Dora pair, not Yakuhai, but you're happy to see it because you can even use it in like a Pinfu hand or something.
Absolutely, yeah. But it doesn't look like a Pinfu shape. Not with those two pairs. Yeah, I don't know. We could do like a double sequence.
Yeah, double sequence. If you pick up like a
No, both.
um,
I got all the fours locked up in Ash's hand. Need some sevens, I guess.
well, because the thing is, like, if you pick up a 4 here for the 3, right, you can just discard the 3, as we see here, right? And now you do have that pure double sequence potential, and it's Pinfu. Right, and if you didn't mess up, that you can still get the West triplet, potentially.
Absolutely, yeah. No, good eye there.
Yeah, but if I'm Mr. Cheese here, I'm pretty happy.
If I'm Mr. Cheese, I just want this end to end.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you have Ash with the 3-4 pin here, which I doubt are going to leave. Oh, although that's a very okay, good. Going to be staying hinged, keeping that for the 4-5 shape, which honestly you're happy to get anyway. As Kit.
The 7 seems pretty locked up as well on Fish's hand.
Yes. So we're looking at potentially like there is some availability for a draw, for a 7, but not much. She here? Okay, so never mind. I think that we are going to see that because
Fish is going for full
because
flush.
of the earlier decision to open is like trying to force a flush.
Yeah,
that 2 probably goes down before the 7, but
my
yep, I foresee a deal in Fish's future.
I'm dreading it. Although it will finally get rid of those home. Oh well, no, who can say? Commentator's curse.
Though, yep, the white comes down, just delaying that bomb in the hand.
Kit really only.
Do you keep the south? Yep, we keep that.
There we go. Okay.
Yep, Kit's in Tenpai now as well. Now the question is, what's gonna happen first? Like, which of these many? Okay, Ash with the very hinged 9 discard here.
Oh, there we go.
And we're gonna see the sumo, the last 7, or not the last. I think there was one more, but very lucky sumo here. We get a Hanuman, because that's just a filled with value hand. The sumo, of course, pulling it over from 5 to 6 to get that extra 4,000 points.
Yeah, Honks News. I'm not sure who you are on the Discord, but we were in East 1 for a very long time.
Yes, and potentially could have gone even more, as 3 is mentioning in the chat there, just more repeats.
Very easily could have done. Right, what do we got going on here? We got Cheese with a pair of East Winds, and some nice shifts on So and Pin.
Yep, although, slightly awkward. You have kind of 2 9s here. They don't really look floating, but kind of are. I mean, if you pick up the 7, so you still then have a double closed weight, but that kind of 9 pin isn't doing all that much.
Absolutely.
Other than that, I mean, Ash's hand is looking very interesting here. You have kind of so many pairs that are going to be getting rid of the 3 to try to go for that 1 pair, or maybe even get rid of it later on. But you have 3 pairs, which is a little awkward.
Yeah, Cheese opening that up. Hoping to get the East Winds, I imagine.
Yep.
That's not going to be awesome.
You're kind of thinking, well, if Kit could get so many hands as dealer, maybe I just get the East quick, and then, I don't know, maybe there's some, I have a Dora, or maybe there's some magical world in which I get a full flush or something.
Makes perfect sense to me, yeah. Yeah, no, just stack the Honba again, I guess.
Yes, we are still in game 1. It's been a wild ride.
Yeah, we were in East 1 for what, 5, 6 hands, I think, something like that. Yeah, 6. Thank you.
Honba. Yep. Now imagine if we were playing like a Riichi Nomi club rules and we had big Honba.
Big Honba?
Each of those Honba being, big Honba. So some places play where Honba is like 1,500 points instead of 300. Yes. So you know, we would have been seeing some insane value.
Yeah. Yeah. Given how long that all went. Yeah. No. Sneak in here.
Yeah, we might be having a third commentator as promised sneaking in. We have Cheese discarding that 3, going to be going potentially for. I don't know, just being like, well, okay, I'll just get, you know, one of the south or east pair. Except, you know, you need the east in order to have an actual Yaku. But it is worth 2 hunt, so you know.
Oh yeah, I snuck in here while we weren't looking.
Yeah. I've got your avatar up, I think.
Alrighty. Hi, Twitch stream. I'm here now. I should go back to look at the Twitch stream, actually. Actually see chat.
Mr. Cheese picking up that extra 1 pin for the Dora. Again, still trying to be like, well, I could get, you know, this is a 4-Han hand now if I play my cards right. Maybe even a 5-Han hand. Who knows? We're going to see that's a discardable one, which I imagine is going to be pawned. And now we're going to be in
8 and east. I think 8 is
awkward, you know, east 8. None of the other 8s are around, so there's, you know, potential temporary Furitin shenanigans that could happen here. But you're also just happy to be in Tenpai.
This hand seems so great, but like I just realized no Yaku Tenpai.
Yes, needs the east, exactly. If you get the east, then you know it's 5-Han, which is pretty good, I would say, as dealer. We are going to see here, yep, temporary Furitin come out because you can't accept it, but it's not going to be, you know, a punished thing because.
There we go. There's the east. Is Fish going to discard it?
Fish thinking. Nope, gonna stay hinged. I appreciate it. You know, I have. And we're gonna see the other 8, so now we're just kind of waiting on that east. As one of the. Oh, that's a tempting east discard here. Okay, still gonna avoid it. You know, as one of the resident clamshell designed people here, I appreciate some good folding.
Clamshell designed.
Yeah, Fish here just being like, I know that I can't tell if they're in Tenpai or not, but I'm going to assume that they are. And if they are, that's terrifying.
Yeah, no, really smart folding from Fish there.
Last, the North Ear is an easy discard. And we're going to be,
Yep, okay.
And now I can imagine Fishy being like, seeing the East on the, and being like, whew! You always love to see it when, like, you know, it's confirmation bias, it's results-oriented thinking, but you see that, like, the thing that you were scared of actually was, in fact, the thing that would have dealt in. You're like, okay.
Yeah, absolutely, Honks News. It's a dangerous thing. Got a bunch of honors here in Cheese's hand. Mismatched. South winds are not going to give you anything.
We have a really easy North discard here.
Yeah.
Clean up your hand.
Or not.
Oh, interestingly, we see the one pin. Yep, and immediately punished for it. Unfortunately, picking up that 2 immediately because now you have Furitin potential. Also very interesting here in this hand, we have Ash with the double Dora here. We have 3 Dora, just from those 2 tiles.
Right, yeah, because of the 5, and then it's also red.
Yep. Yes, and we're going to pick up that triplet of 1s, which can become a pair here, or can become a pair if you pick up the 3 or be used as a pair. But you can also, if you pick up another pair, you're like, okay, great. Probably getting rid of that 9 there, yep.
I like what's happening in Fish's hand. That's a nice run of Mon there.
Yes, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or you have the 9, 8, 7, 7, 6, 5, and then you have the 3, 4. And you're gonna pick that up, and you can go potentially into Tenpai, or yeah, you can call Ricci here.
That's oh yeah, that is
Dama
free cheat, but
Yep. Calling Dama, I think this is very sensible because you have the 2 red 5s for the pin suit. And so it's very likely that you get some extra value here. Additionally, yeah, okay, gonna be calling Ricci changing out the 8 so that you're kind of hiding that you had a bad weight by switching to a tile that was actually the same tile that you had. And I like this because you have, if a 2 so comes out, you have a Suji trap because you have that 8 earlier.
I hadn't thought about that. That's nice. Yeah.
Yes, so not currently a Suji trap, but could become one if somebody drops a 2. And now if you're cheese, like you're kind of considering discarding something here. Yeah, okay. Gonna be keep getting rid of the 7 instead of anything else here. More tempting to open up the hand. And it's gonna do it. Now you're kind of awkward because you need to have that 2 as your pair if you want to stay with, an all simples guaranteed. Gonna be getting rid of the 7.
Makes sense. Those 5s aren't going anywhere though, so I think cheese is safe there.
We also have Ash getting pretty close to Tenpai for a pretty scary hand. We probably call pawn here. Yep. And now you're waiting. You probably discard the 3 here.
There you go. Yeah, 2s and 5s. We have a double run potential here. Very exciting stuff. Okay. I decided to play 3 Kingdoms again. A Chinese, a dramatic television series, which is an interesting choice. I think I wouldn't choose it for Splatoon music.
No, perhaps not.
No.
Okay, and we also have Kit opening here. We're gonna get to see the sumo. Very, very. You're really happy to see it if you're cheese. You're like, well, other people have valuable hands. I get 6,000 points because I'm dealer. And now suddenly, neck and neck for the lead here.
I apologize. That was Kit dealing into cheese just now?
No, it was a sumo.
Oh, pardon me. Yes. Yeah, sorry. I needed to fix my VLC, what was ever going on with it. There we go.
It has 4 orphans right now, 5 orphans. Undisclosed amount of orphans.
A couple. Only a spoonful. Yep, we see that one discard here from Cheese. Fun fact, the 1-4 shape is the weakest shape in the game. And so if you're kind of deciding between which floating terminals, if you see that 1-4 or that 6-9, you can just axe it. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Pax. Like, suddenly, you have that. It's almost within 1,000 points, and even for our 3rd and 4th place players here, it's not nearly as close. But with how big the hands have been this game, right? If you're Fish, you're like, well, I really want to make sure that I'm not 4th here.
I think this game is coming down to a good old game of 4th place avoidance.
Yeah, sure. And all of this, by the way, not to mention, we're still in East 2. It's been 50 minutes. We're still in East 2.
Is this game 1 still?
Yes, this is game 1. We're in East 2. It's the game.
I went to go eat lunch in that entire span of time. Holy crap.
Yeah, we might need, more than 2 hours for this one. Who knows? It's
Gosh. Some real endurance on the dance floor here.
A very fun hand here for Fish, right? You have that 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9. You could even convert that potentially into a pure double sequence, especially because you have that pair of the 8s, and you can just get rid of the 5. Or if you pick up something to do with the 5, you can be like, well, I just get rid of the 8, and now I'm in Tenpai.
It's true.
Swapping out the... Yeah, getting the double 5s. Yeah, it's easy.
Mm-hmm. And you have that close weight for Cheese for the pure double. potentially. We have also definitely been seeing the effects of like the fact even just having that one extra Dora for the red 5 on the pin suit, like you get it's so much easier to access value in your hand just by being like, well, I could pick up. That's a 50% chance instead of a 25% chance.
All right, yeah, completes the shape there. Easy.
Yeah, now you're one away as cheese, but it's kind of an awkward one away.
3 3
You know,
4
you're
5 5 is weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Because like, yeah, you could pick up the 4, like, but then you're waiting on a Tonki wait. Gonna pick up a 5, so now you're gonna discard the 3, and now again you're kind of waiting on that 7 for the edge wait. But gonna be deciding whether or not to Riichi. You have to because you don't have. Yes, there we go. That's what I was gonna say. You don't have Yaku otherwise. But this hand is really valuable, so you're like, well, even if it's a poor weight. But nobody's respecting it. We've got Fish also immediately chasing the Riichi with a much better weight. But a lot of these are kind of locked up. But we are going to see immediate sumo for the Dora. That's going to be, I want to say, is that a Hanuman? Yes, that's going to be a Hanuman plus a newer Dora for just, extra insurance. And that's going to be 18,000 points. And now suddenly Kit, who had like the most amazing dealership ever, now is, 25,000 points behind.
It's East 2, everyone. East 2.
East 2, everybody. Give it up for East 2.
Yeah, emdee, I knew I needed to slot you in like before this game ended because I don't know when this game is going to end.
It might never end. We might just be...
What is it? When you reach 8 dealer repeats, you instantly win or something?
You just explode, everybody.
Yeah, everyone else explodes. Waiter, more Hanba on the dance floor, please.
Waiter, please. I don't think I've had enough Hanba.
Cheese discarding 4, 5, 6 here. That's dreadful.
When I have a spare green dragon, it's not the choice I would make. But Cheese is the one with 90,000 points, and I've got negative 50 Uma, so what do I know?
Yeah, you could even just be waiting. You're like, well, maybe a safe tile for later in the hand. I've had enough points. The 90,000, we're good for now.
We can... Oh, fast push from Ash here.
Yes, relying on getting that west drag, the west wind.
Waiting on my Chanta.
Then
yep, and it's gonna immediately get it. But now you're still one away. But this is still a fine open in Dan Shiba's hand because you have plenty of value. That's a 4 Han hand.
Thought there was a 1-2 in Ash's hand for Mon. It was 3-5. I need to
interesting though.
Tiles.
Okay, very interesting discard here from Ash, getting rid of the 3 Mon instead of one of the 1 or 2 pin. Because that's going to be downgrading your hand to only 3 Han, potentially.
It's true.
Pax is encouraging the half flush from Cheese. I don't know if this is going to be getting to a half flush position, but, you can always dream.
Yeah, it's not going half flush, I'm afraid.
Yes.
Sorry, Pax,
I see this more as like a all triplets or something, or potentially it would be kind of a weird 7 pairs, but
oh wow, okay, that's big value for Ash.
yes, big value, although it doesn't actually progress the hand. So now you've kind of regained the fact that you're 4 Han now, but you've also okay, we're gonna see a Riichi from Kit.
7.
Yep, discarding the 2, very easy discard here.
Dragon should be an easy discard here, I think. No? Okay.
Potentially, although you don't... no, you do see 1 red dragon. So it's a relatively... But maybe you're thinking, well, I'll keep it for later.
Fair enough.
I don't know. Certainly the 2 is an aggressive discard because it's not actually safe for... Or it might be. The counting is going to be weird because of all the calls on the discards here.
True. I'm just I'm terrified of seeing the word Furuten on my UI. So.
Yes, correct. Oh, we're going to see the pick up the 3, but you're going to be, once again, fish being very hinged. But absolutely save 4 here because of the recent discard by Ash.
All right, get rid of the end. Makes sense.
And you're also seeing Ash here doing some really interesting, just kind of shenanigans, kind of folding, but only having 4 tiles, plus the draw to fold with.
It is interesting what he's choosing to discard there. Cause
yes, well, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's just he's got four tiles, and it's been keep holding on to the red and the white for a while now. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely understand being wary of dropping that white, but the red. I mean, we got 2 on the discards already. Here we go. Fish's hand starting to shape up in a big way, I think.
A surprising con call here from Ash, despite kind of folding, although getting back to 1 away here. And that's going to give just an absolute boatload of value to Cheese, although I don't know that Cheese is going to be getting into 10 pie.
No 10.
Yep. Just the 110 pie from Kit. And just like that, we've inched our way further
East
to the
3.
south round.
East
Almost there.
3. This game is going to end within our lifetimes.
That is good news. Ooh.
Ash with a pair of dragons out the gate and a single of the other 2. That's pretty nice.
If I'm Fish, I'm really happy. Right, you're 1 away with kind of 2 identical shapes here. If you pick up a pair, you can then have a complete Pinfu hand, and if not, then you kind of have the double pair weight. Also very interesting round because the East Dragon, although it looks like it's passed, is Dora. So, there's a lot of value here. We're going to see potentially a Ricci here from Fish. Yep, going to be waiting on the 2-5. I think the one here. Yep, and very quick
Ash.
run. Very quick run.
And the emote, just to seal it off.
Our dancers have been hitting the emotes a little more frequently in this game. I'm happy to see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little bit of tech there because you had Fish deciding, well, I could discard the 1 or the 5 to get a 10 pie here. One of the nice things about the 1, other than the fact that it's safer, is it gives the opponents less information, right? Because if you discard the 5, then everybody knows, oh, the 2 and the 8 are Suji, right? Whereas the 1 only it doesn't really on its own give you any Suji information.
Oh,
You're also, this has been a hand for the dealers. You have a pure double sequence, potentially a dragon triplet. Woof.
You also have flush if you want to fold flush, but I don't think it would be worth it here.
It's a bit of hubris.
And might I also mention, by the way, because the last dealership ended from an exhaustive draw, the Hamba counters are still increasing. We're up to 5 now.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I should pay attention to that part of the UI, huh?
That's a lot of Honba. That's so.
It's a lot of Hamba. Almost as much as East 1. East 1 we got up to 6.
Don't games end at 8 Honba, or is that a myth made by Big Mahjong?
I think there's some rule sets where you can do that, but I don't know that this one does. From a cheese, yep, you discard the 1 here. You could also potentially try to push for a full straight, but this just gives you slightly more friendly hand. We have Kit already in Tenpai, very quick Tenpai. For a, like, not the biggest hand, but you're fine with that because you're kind of dueling for first here. Ooh, and a Ricci from Fish with the, yeah, again, I mean, that's amazing. Like, you're just even happy. You're like, well, I'll take a pair of Dora Dragons. That's fine.
That's a great weight, too.
Yes, no, excellent weight. I mean, this is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Han, I think, minimum.
Yeah, I think that 2 in Cheese's hand might be headed out. The rest of it looks pretty well locked up.
Yeah, I see that 6 potentially leaving the hand. Although not anymore because you pick up that 7. Emma saying a Kit 10 for short. Very good. Okay,
Well,
he's going to get rid of the 6
yeah.
and deal in.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Oh.
It's fishing time.
I think Fish might pull back here and become the first place dealer.
It's
That would
very
be hilarious. Oh,
they still have, she's still got a lot of space to make up, but certainly a start.
Hitting them with the BM. I love it. That's 6 Honba now.
6 Honba. 6 Honba.
we get 7 Honba.
Let's see what's going on here.
Bit of an awkward Dora here. You have that 9 Mon Dora, which we only see one of right now, and it's also really awkward because, the fact that the 8 is there means that, like, it's very hard to use. Fish deciding to discard the 3 here.
Nice pickup for the 5, though.
Keeping that east for a little longer. Being a 7, you can get rid of the east here. Now you have kind of a 5-7 closed weight, which can potentially improve if you get pretty much anything else nearby.
Yeah, the 8. That makes sense.
Also, very interesting hand for Ash here, right? You've got that 7 pin triplet, the 9 pin pair, and the 5 so pair, as well as the 4 so pair. So you've got just like, you've got your 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs so far, with 1 already being a triplet, which means that it's pretty good for just making other shapes with.
Interesting pickup with the 1. Yeah, I think that makes total sense. Dropping the 7, that way you have a double weighted weight on that on the mod.
Emma coming in. Apparently, I think our record for Hanba is 9 for Slam It Cup. So I don't know. Maybe keep an eye out for that. We're getting close.
9 Honda. Brutal.
Was that? I will say, was that in Snive 9 Hanba? Was that during the Sanma, or was that straight Yanma 9 Hanba?
Like it'd be Sanma.
I mean, that's what I was thinking. It's because it would be easier to get more repeats in Sanma. Slam It Cup
was in the
1,
first
so it was
Slam It
4-player.
think-
Impressive.
Yeah, I actually couldn't find the score data on Slam It Cup 1, I'm afraid. I looked. I could only find 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
I feel I've seen it before. I don't remember where, though.
I'm sure it exists somewhere. Someone's got some Google Drive with it on it.
Record keeping was less good back then.
Cheese
Oh.
has the potential here for some really interesting, like, half outside hands. You could go for a half flush outside, half outside, and you can get that green dragon.
I don't know if I would have opened up the hand there, but again, I don't have 70,000 points in any game we've played. So.
Well, so the one disadvantage here is, you open your hand and now you have, you lose out on the pure double, but that's about it.
Absolutely.
You potentially see a Ricci chase here from Fish.
Doesn't Fish have Pinfu because of the North pair?
Yes,
right?
Fish does has Benfu. Going to be staying Dama though,
Absolutely.
because very good play here. It's not going to matter because of course Kit immediately sumos, but Fish sees, oh, the person that is called Ricci has discarded one of the tiles that I'm waiting on, and so now, like, if I stay in Dama, it's much more likely that somebody else deals them. Unfortunately, 10,000 points, and our Hamba counter will be reset.
We could not. break the
Hamba back
record.
to 0.
Ash with a lot of ground to make up. Bit of an awkward shape going on here.
Mm-hmm.
6, 7, 8. Nice triplet. Nice pair. Pair of dragons. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I really like Cheese's hand here. You have really accessible, kind of already completed groupings with Tudora.
Mm-hmm.
I foresee Fish, well, going to be discarding the East Dragon, but I mean, this is a very half flushable hand.
Absolutely, yeah.
And imminently openable anyway because you have that North pair, which is going to be Yakuhai for her.
Oh, it's a triplet now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, considering that pawn call, gonna decline the pawn call, not opening the hand.
Interesting choice.
Picking another 4, and now suddenly you've got, you're one away from 7 pairs.
Yeah, this is 7 pairs.
Yeah.
I was seeing
Like-
the 6, 7, 8. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
No, I was just saying, likely not going to be going for an all triples here unless somebody discards that last red dragon.
Yeah.
We do also have Fish in Tenpai now. Not going to be a particularly valuable hand because opening for the kind of breaking the half flush, but just a nice quick one-on hand.
Ash opening up for a triplet of 8s.
Mm-hmm.
He's going for toy at this point.
Ash probably kicking himself for not, opening with the red dragon earlier.
That's what I would do. Kick
Mhm.
myself.
We're gonna see some interesting chases here because we do see Kit calling it Ricci with just a very solid Pinfu hand with the also just immediately confirmed 2 on full straight here. Ooh, interesting pickup. There's if I'm Fish, there's like no way that I'm not dealing in. Like everything there is just rough.
That's rough.
Right? Like even if you're like, oh, I'll convert to the 7-8, you still deal in.
Okay. South 1.
Yep. And that's gonna be a manga.
We made it to South, everyone.
Yeah, very very beautiful hand as well from Kit. With the guaranteed. It's Pinfu, you have the guaranteed straight. Just good stuff. It's all closed.
West is an evil weight. You're absolutely right about that.
Incredibly sensible discards here from Kit, getting rid of the dragons before that east because nobody else wants the east, so you might as well. She's thinking a very interesting discard. You're getting rid of the 5 mon, breaking the Dora set instead of like the kind of floating west wind or something along that, or the floating east wind. Neither of which are Yakuhai.
Pushing for half flush, maybe.
Maybe still pretty far away from half flush though, right? You have that 2/4, and you had that 5/7 shape.
Sure. Yeah.
But potentially just being like, well, I'll hold on to some safe tiles. Because, you're in a comfortable second. Comfortable second with, the additional, plus 23.6 UMA from the fact that you're 23,000 points up.
Something ludicrous like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Have some space for a few mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Not too many, though.
That's the especially important thing to keep in mind with a wide margin game like this, right? Especially with no busting on. Not only is Ash, going to be tanking that 4th place if things don't change, you're losing an additional 45 UMA from being so low in the points.
It dropping the 5 for the 2 pin here. That is very interesting. Push for 3 concealed, maybe? No.
No.
There's a world. But if you're picking up that 6, I'm probably getting rid of, the west pair.
Oh, but they do have Furiton if they don't get an 8 and end up on 5/7 weight. Yeah. Or 5/8.
Interesting. Fish, we have a similar situation to Cheese here. Deciding to get rid of that 9/7 with the Dora instead of kind of breaking up one of the pairs. Picking up 3, you could probably get rid of the 1 here. Yep. Gonna be opening with this south, and that's gonna be putting into 10 by waiting for that 5/8. Yep. And again here, that 5/8 pin weight is made better by the fact that, well, half of these red 5s are red, half of them are Dora.
With 3/8s in the discards, though, that's a rough weight, I think.
Yes, it's not, you're kind of well, why couldn't I get in one of them or gotten one of them? But we are going to immediately see that 8 draw and discard by Mr. Cheese, which is going to be a deal. Not a particularly valuable hand, just the prevalent wind. But you're kind of moving it along. You're I just want to get this game over with. I'm in 3rd, but it's fine. Just
Absolutely, yes. Where are you going?
we probably prefer a 1-pin discard here, or a 9 mon.
So it's true.
Going with the
Interesting.
5. Okay.
Going with neither of those options. I'm trying to find what the justification would be. Are you just well, I'll just discard all my... Not even really trying to... You're just I'll get rid of the 5 because I'll immediately be folding? I don't know.
Yeah, it's not an outside hand, I don't think, either.
No. I mean, you've got that 2/4/6, right?
Yeah.
And the kind of the floating 4 as well. Yep, and going to be picking up the 5 so you could clear out. Interesting. Again, the kind of breaking up a pair here. I'm trying to see the vision.
I feel like Infu would be the vision here, but just picked up a pair of 9s. Don't think that's the vision anymore. Half flush? Maybe. Hmm.
Looking at some other hands here, we have a pretty impressive hand for fish. You kind of can just get rid of that east and that one. But everything else, like the shapes are really good. You can even potentially get like a pure double sequence or something. Similarly, a decent hand for Kit. There's a little bit of awkwardness with the shapes, but they can absolutely be fixed up. If you pick up a 7, so you're like, okay, great, I get to keep that Dora. And then kind of a similar, like kind of slightly awkward, but you're going to be picking up that triplet of 1s, which is going to be fixing your pair situation, which is very nice for Ash.
One.
Kit opening for all simples. We've got a lot of people in like very similarly close to 10 pipe positions here.
Yeah, everyone's about 1 or 2 away. Huh?
Speaking of which, Fish is deliberating. Gonna be discarding that 1. Yep.
Interesting. Yeah. No, that wasn't doing.
Because now you're in a because now you're in a very solid 1 away, right? It's not a Pinfu 1 away because you got that triplet, but it's a perfect 1 away. And we're gonna see that Ricci waiting for that. Yep, the 5/8. Most of the 5s here are pretty locked up, but we don't see a lot of 8s, and that could be going to be a deal in from Ash.
From Ash, oh no.
Which I believe is going to take Ashes into the negatives. But now you're put into the shadow zone.
Oh, poor Ash.
Now I'm actually, this is a rule that I'm unaware of. Oh, actually not quite in the shadow realm, because that was only 5200 point because it was a 3-on. I'm unaware if busting is off. Are you still allowed to call Ricci even if you don't have enough points to Ricci, or are you just kind of in the shadow realm?
I think you have to win to get to the ability to call Ricci back.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
If we have any knowers in the chat that can rule clarify that one, because that's rough. The one saving grace is that the second half of the game has been going much faster, and it's out 3 already.
I went negative in 3s. I'm really not sure what happened, though. I kind of blocked the whole experience out, I think.
Wait, listen, when you're in a position like that, you're just like, I have to compartmentalize. I have to...
With fewer than 1,000 points. Okay, thank you.
Points you can still... Okay, good. That's good to know. Because that would be an insane punishment. You're just kind of like stuck. You can't even really get more points because you can't call Ricci unless you get like... yes, busting is off. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And busting is on. Maybe I have the rule clarifications wrong. I thought the busting was off.
I'll have to check the tournament settings when I'm not streaming.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, busting is on. I'm incorrect. Busting is on.
Is on? Ooh.
Yes, busting is on.
I apologize. I thought it was off.
I thought it was off as well.
We did it off in the last
Me
tournament.
too.
I'm still in 3s. I still can't count to 9. You know.
Mm-hmm.
9 is a very hard number to count to.
It's very hard.
Well, when you play nothing but Sanma, and the only numbers you need to know are 1 and 9, and then
9, yeah,
drops a 4 on you, and you're just like, what is this?
What is this number? No magical number. Alrighty, that was dumb. Sorry about that. I saw the East. Oh, that's an East triplet in Cheese's hand. I was about to be like, East has a Yaku.
I think Cheese is pushing
East
him
is
to half flush, which is very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that is half flush.
That said, we have a 3-kind weight coming out for Kit on a hand that is like just chock full of value. Four Dora. 4 Dora. Plus you have your all simples.
Ooh, I think Methinks this is very bad scenario.
Yes, I mean the one saving grace is you're looking, you're like, oh well, you know, Ash has already opened 3 of the 5, so a lot of these are pretty locked up in people's hands. This is also Kit remembering Fish talking about how certain players need to learn about complex weights and being like, hold my complex weight.
Complex weights are good. Source. I had like a weight in threes in like the second week where it was like 1, 9, and 8 or something. It was like a 12 tile weight. Good times. And then I
Kid
immediately
as well.
got blown out.
Oh,
Yeah, Kid as well picking up yet another red 5, which is gonna push that up to 5 Dora, which is gonna be a 6 on hand if they win.
It's in Tenpai for all simples, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
it's just a lot of Dora.
Just so much Dora. So much Dora.
Yeah,
And like I'm waiting for Ash to like con the I don't know. I guess there's still 1 5 left, and then give even more Dora to Kit.
Oh no.
Or no, there's no 5s left because we have the 5 in Cheese's hand.
And that's I don't know if that's going anywhere.
I could see. Well, the issue is like you either probably discard the 4 here, after the wind.
Cheese is in
And then that's a deal in.
4s and 7s. We have a potential for a double run here.
Yeah, there's just that one final 4 left in the wall. But otherwise, I mean, Kit's kind of out of draw options. Yeah, Kit be like, really? I'm not gonna win off of this hand? No, sorry.
It's an incredible weight.
Yeah.
Does Fish take the point here? They do not.
But also, Fish, I mean, you've got 86,000 points. I mean, come on.
Fish appears to be bulking there. Discarding the 8 from the triplet.
Yep.
Understandable.
And we go to Exhausted Draw. And just like that, we're in South Ford. It was a long trip, but we got here. Unfortunately, I mean, Ash could just pull out a... Oh, no, never mind, busts because of the...
Busting is
the
on.
No 10. Yes. I
was
forgot
about to
that Ash
say.
was so low. I was like, what if Ash just pulled out, like, because there's... It just keeps repeating. But no, that's going to take us to the end of the game. We have Kit.
They could hit
winning.
tempo.
Yes. And that's a absolutely crushing minus 65.8 Uma loss for Ash.
Brutal stuff, frankly.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can put that stuff in now.
Ooh, numbers go up, numbers go down.
Numbers go up, numbers go down, you know, and they
And then
they do be moving.
Oh.
They do be moving. Kit with 52.7, Uma net Fish with minus 16, Ash with minus 65.8, rough. Cheese putting on a really nice show on his first game with us with 29.1 Uma. Love to see it.
Yeah, and I mean, you're really seeing just exactly how much the having 50,000 points to start makes a huge difference in terms of the Uma swings. With the 25,000, you're kind of clamped because you can only, you know, once you get into the negatives, that's it, right? That's kind of the maximum and the game ends. Whereas, like, there's kind of a potential for twice as many Uma gain or loss here.
this is true. I feel like 1 week someone's gonna get like a plus 100 Uma game. That'd be really awesome.
100 Uma. Can you imagine?
I hope that like it's like 3 Akumon in that game also. Would also be really awesome.
Actually, we had a. I'm looking at the stats here. I think we had a 100 Uma game. Oh, this is Takoyaku together. I'm not sure how that team scoring works actually.
If I remember correctly, it was everyone's Uma just got added up after all 4 games got played.
Right.
Might be wrong about that. Feel free to correct me. I was about to say, feel free to collect me. I am not collectible, sadly.
PAX did have a 100 Uma Hanshan in week 1 of Takoyaku 3s. I was actually at that table. Some of those 100 Uma are mine.
Sanma's Summer Splash.
Now there's an idea. There's an idea. You're keeping track of the stats, but everybody's Uma are like possessed by them, and so when you gain Uma from somebody else, like you then have the stats of like you have 53 Uma from Fish, or it's like shareholder stakes in I don't know.
Shareholder stakes. Does the market look bearish, or I forget the other one. Back when I had like big money, I would
bullish,
just buy CCL. I would just buy Carnival Cruise Line. This is why I'm really broke now, and not because I'm unemployed. Yeah, call list.
All right, looks like we'll be starting in 270 seconds. Yeah, very exciting stuff. I would have needed a bigger bio break after this one, frankly.
Yeah, I mean they took a short break, but I'm impressed by their stamina.
Absolutely, it's just impressive to see. I mean, endurance contest winners here, French.
Mm-hmm. The other thing that's kind of really funny to see at the end of this is kind of a huge equalization of all the scores, despite how big the Uma swings were. Right, we have Cheese just out here with like, okay, and now we're at -6.3, very modest. Ash getting that -65.8 Uma, and yeah, we're actually the team. Only -12. We're doing fine.
Thank you, 3. Love these commentator icons, by the way. I drew this in MS Paint in 20 minutes. That's better than me. I drew this in 5 minutes during a call.
Nice. Yeah, actually, like was learning about layering in MS Paint. I didn't realize it supported layers, like real art or whatever.
MS Paint supports layering.
Yeah, I know. Like I actually like it got stupid because obviously the map has its own layers, so I could like rotate it or whatever, right? But like to make the ripples, like I just duplicated a circle as another layer and put it on top. It was a stupid way to do it, but it worked.
That's cray.
Yeah, no. They're doing some weird shit with the basic Microsoft product, like the Notepad has Copilot integration for some reason now. It's not good. If you want to see weird and bad software, it's a golden age for that.
Yeah, that is true. My favorite freeware was Paint.net. I was never good at Paint.net, but like it was still pretty cool to just mess around in.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking at the standings here, everyone's kind of, besides Kit, everyone's kind of hovering around the same place in the standings, despite how swingy the game we just saw was. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, so now you just have that surprise, 92.9.
Mm-hmm.
Sounding like a radio station out here.
92.9. We only play the realest music out here. plays Imagine Dragons 5 times in a row.
I was about to make that joke. Fuck. Too slow.
I've been listening
It's
to
all
too
just
much
just
of the
Ricci
GTA.
music.
Yeah, it's just what's the one Ricci Mahjong Soul song? Obsession, I think it's called. I don't know. That's the only one I have unmuted. But then again, I turned off Mahjong Soul's BGA because Mahjong Soul BGA gets to you.
Actually one of the, I think a sleeper hit for the Ricci music that I'm always like considering adding to my own Ricci music is it's the one that you get for free. It's that was like added at the same time as all of like the turtle and dragon-y themed achievements items. That's like really chill but like groovy. I really like that one, but I never have put it on as my own Ricci music just because it's free. Everybody has it. And I'm like, I have to be somewhat different. It's gotta be my Ricci music. It's not my Ricci music if literally like all 4 players at the table have it.
That is true.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I play with like half of the sounds off on Mahjong Soul because like hearing the 8-bit Ricci theme. The 8-bit Ricci theme does something to people. When the game's starting.
We have Mahjong, yes.
It's finally here.
That shows that.
Will we reach 6 Honda?
Oh,
And we have an immediate
the
draw.
ability to draw. Will they
No.
chase the orphans, or will they press the draw button? The
You
big
can
question.
tell Fishy being like, well, I've only got 9. Is okay, it's gonna be going for it.
Pushing.
So we are on Yakuman watch here.
That's gonna set this game off to a start.
Yes, I mean very difficult. If I recall correctly, a 9 initial. It's like about a 3% chance to convert.
Really, I thought it was higher. I thought it would be like in like at least the 10s.
No, you need at least 10 initials in order to like have even a reasonable chance of winning.
This is true. Big if
Yeah.
true.
It's not a good choice, but it is an awesome choice.
And doing it for the people. Fish being like, I played Hinged last game. Picking up another, so we've got 10 now.
Joy of joys.
We're at 10.
Yes.
Let's see if it's a south and north and a 9, right? And then they're
Yes.
in 10-5.
The kind of
For either one.
tricky bit here, we do see 2 souths already. So gonna be kind of trying to hunt for that one.
2 souths on the floor. And
Pick up a
pick up
second
another
wind.
west wind. Are they gonna fold or drops the
So
2?
go for that 2. Some pretty decent hands across the board as well, though. So very likely just gonna kind of get outsped here.
Drop the 8. They now have a pair of 1s, 9 pins, and wests.
One of the advantages to going for something like this is, I mean, it's a very foldable hand, right? Like you can, it's all foldable tiles. They're all really easy to discard safely.
The lowest value stuff.
You can get. Ooh, they pick up the south.
Okay. Picking up the south. So now we're one away. We're just waiting for that north or the 9. We do see 2 9s, if I'm counting correctly. But that means it's still alive. Norths we see 1 of. So
This is going to be an interesting game.
Yes, 1 away. We do still see some pretty fast hands here. Yep, we're gonna see Mr. Cheese making that call. Gonna be going into 10 by.
Oh,
We are gonna see so now it's kind of a chase. Now it's a chase.
Oh my. Sweet. Sweet.
Fish deciding to stay Dama. Waiting for the north, but is unfortunately not going to be getting it because Cheese is going to win with a little two on hand. What's the saying? No matter how big your hand, Tanya will end it all.
Yeah, that was one of the moments. I had that happen too much.
Infinite respect.
You're sad to see this, Fishy. But at the same time, you're like, I'm just happy to have gotten to Tenpai, you know? Like that's always just gonna be like, I have a fun story for after this. I mean, this whole match has been fun stories, but we'd love to see a Rigi watch.
And she was not
Yakuza
punished
watch.
for it, so. Ah, beautiful, beautiful. Was that her first Orphans One Away? I don't know the answer to that.
I think that's probably been the first one away.
I know we haven't had a
someone's-
Yakuman yet.
No, we've gotten a few Yakuman.
Oh, what?
Not in this tournament, I don't think, but we've gotten, I think, 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, it was all winds and dragons from Toon and Bird specifically, I think. Correct.
Yeah,
me if
I don't
I'm
recall.
wrong.
I just know that we have gotten some.
And they were both in Sanma Summer Splash.
Oh no, I meant pardon me, I meant in this current tournament.
Gotcha.
Oh,
I don't believe
Yeah.
we've gotten any, but I also haven't, you know. I would assume that people would say, and I haven't seen anything, but I could have missed something.
I know we sent out a couple pings in
Mm-hmm.
Summer Splash when they appeared, which was pretty cool. But I really like how Ash's hand is shaping up, by the way. A little awkward with that 7 in there, but otherwise, really nice. Or, not the 7, the 4.
Yeah, you're kind of deciding, do I keep the 7 here? Gonna be keeping the 7, breaking the 7-9 shape on the So to preserve the Dora.
1, 2, 2, 4, 7, triple plays.
Nice.
It's the pair of 7s.
Yep.
Are they
Cheese
in
with a
Ishan
decent hand as
10
well.
or no. They aren't in Ishan 10, right? 3 away? 2 away? Number
They
away.
are.
Because if they-
I think 2 away.
It would be a 5 and either a 2-pin or 5-pin here would put them in Tenpai, right? Yeah.
No, because they still have that, like they still have that incomplete shape because they still have the 6-7, or the kind of 1-2-2-4 shape that they have to complete.
It is true. I think that was 3. Our first one away for 13 orphans.
All right, and we're gonna see a quick, well, not the quickest, but you know, an open Tenpai here for the 3-6 from Cheese. Just a nice simple, you know, 2 Han. Bingo bango bongo bish bash bosh. Okay, fish drawing that, but potentially not getting rid of it. Yep, because you're like, well, I can use that 3.
Oh boy.
Fish
Yep.
picking up the, oh boy, yep. Greeting for the kind of triplets or pair and then getting punished for it. Not like a huge, you know, just kind of a slap on the wrist, but you just already dealt into a 2,000 point hand, so you're like, well, really, again?
A little setback. Doesn't put you too far behind.
Kit immediately having that Dora pair is very nice.
Ash looking like having a pretty fast hand there.
Potentially. You kind of have some awkwardness in the shape of the blocks here. I'm going to be getting rid of that floating 9 for the 6-9 shape, which is just, you want to get rid of that. And then we're going to see Fish opening up for, I mean, just like a really solid hand, right? You've got 2 Han from double Yakuhai. If you play your cards right, this could even turn into a half flush to make it a Yakuman. But or not a Yakuman, sorry, a Mangan. I don't know why I said Yakuman.
We were just talking about 13 orphans, probably.
Yeah, I've got it on the brain.
Yeah.
Got it on the brain.
Orphans on the mind.
Yep, opening further here. Gonna be just going for the 2 Han. getting into Tenpai nice and quick. There's a world in which like you pawn a 5 mon here and then eventually convert to a mon Tonki weight, but some pretty aggressive discards by Kit here.
And it's shaping up nicely, though.
Mm-hmm. Fish, considering the con, is going to go for it.
Yeah. That's
Mm-hmm. Doesn't get anything out of it.
Ooh.
And in fact, gives Ash, you know, a spoonful of Dora. Ash now has 4 Dora. We're going to see that Ricci come out from Kit, and now everybody's disrespecting everybody else. This is what's happening.
I'd really love to see a very disrespectful game of. Oh boy, that's not good.
Oh.
Ooh,
Very smart. Very smart.
very hinged.
As I say, I'd love to see a very disrespectful game of. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, now he's going to get rid of it.
Yeah. Hit him with the.
Yeah, and now you've dealt into.
Or Han.
Come on, Gon.
This one?
Because you have that. Yes, because you have the all triplets. Fish converted at some point from a closed weight to a double pair weight. Yeah, rough couple games so far for Ash.
This is true.
The Mademoiselles, indeed.
Fish with the east and west pair. Like 4 man tiles.
Yeah, Kit expressing some great sorrow at not having won that hand. Opening as well for a pretty fast cheap hand. Although still pretty far away from Tenpai, all things considered, for how cheap the hand is. I think if anything, the big winner for this initial draw is Ash here, picking up 3 Dora.
Opening up for that.
Interesting. She's opening up, potentially going for, I would say, pushing for a half flush. If I had to guess, but based on that 9, so discard. Yep, definitely pushing for it. Yeah. One of the interesting things to me about half flush is oftentimes you actually end up with much less value than you might think. That's less of a problem if you're dealer, but for a half flush where like you have like a Yaku high pair and then it's open, that's only 3 Han. It's like deceptively actually not that valuable unless you have some other form of value.
I think I've heard it said that half flush Nomi is Baka Nomi. Is that what it's meant?
It's a what now?
I think it's called Bakam Nomi in some circles.
I have not heard that before, but that would be funny if true. I'm getting word that Ivy and Ash won their.
Pardon me. Yeah, thank you.
Slay this. Yeah. Bakahan is that's funny. That is funny. Yeah, I'm getting word that Ivy and Ash have won their Slay the Spire 2 run. Congratulations. I still need to pick up the game.
I've not picked up a game in like a few months. Last game I bought was Celeste because it was $5.
And I was wondering. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Oh.
I mean, it's not a crushing deal in, right? But Sag, because it was on the Ricci tile, you don't actually have to pay the 1,000. Silent defect run, very nice. And Emma, yes, I was wondering if when you said stupid Hanetsu, it was a Limbus Company reference. It was. Poison orbs. Yes. Yes. The explode this man build. Yeah, we've seen this game has kind of been an interesting contrast to the last game, because in the last game we had just so many dealership repeats and just massive hands. In this game, the hands have been pretty small. We saw like one Mongon, but that was it. And it's mostly been like 1 and 2 Han hands this game. Without really dealership repeats, we're already in South 1.
I think the players trying to speed it up. That's my assumption, at least.
Mm-hmm.
It's what I would do.
Mahjong for ants. That is true, Emma. It is Mahjong for ants. Anything cool going on? Oh, Cheese has 5 Dora? No, 3 Dora. I can't count Dora.
Yeah. Not the double Dora. We've had some really interesting double Dora situations here with red 5s because of... Oh, interesting. Gonna pawn, going for all simples. Also, there is a world in which this becomes some sort of weird mixed triple sequence. I don't think it's likely, but it could happen. But yes, I mean, like, you're like, oh, great. This is, like, the easiest all simples. You do have to be careful because you have that 2-3 shape. That could potentially become, you know, half not yet, no Yaku. But you're happy to see it because you have, well, I've got 4 Dora. That'll be a 5th, and we're fine.
You could end up on Firatin launch. And that's the scariest thing.
Yes. Picking up a 3, which you're probably going to use there. I foresee, like, a 6... pin discard here. No, we're going to discard the 2, so in order to guarantee that you have your Yaku.
That makes sense, yeah.
Also, hand approaching Tenpai. Well, it's still 2 away, but some pretty good weights for Kit. She's going to continue to open their hand, and that's going to not actually... I don't think that actually progresses their hand at all.
Doesn't push them towards Tenpai.
Does Fish call that or not? Yep, I think that's the right decision. She's is over. Yes, no, exactly. I mean, that's the kind of the dominoes. We're gonna see waiting on the singleton here from Kit. Kind of doing the hiding thing. We're like, I'm in Tenpai, but please respect me. The 3 comes out. Now we're in Tenpai, waiting on the 6-8. And that's an incredibly... I mean, that's... woof. Oh.
Okay.
Will Fish stay hinged? No. Fish will not stay hinged.
Ah, shame. Yep, hitting him with 2 remotes on the round.
2 combo. This is going to be 3 Han because you get an Uradora for some nice added value.
Sushi trap. I don't get it. Oh, Suji trap.
Yes,
I get it now.
Sushi trap.
Sushi trap.
Me when I trap my sushi. Ash with a lot of litter deceptively in this hand because you got that 1-4 and that 6-9 that you are both trying to get rid of.
Very bad shape.
Yep. Also immediately picks up another south and is like, okay, great. Thanks. Getting punished for instead of discarding the non-value, discarding the valuable south. We already see a lot of Dora in this hand as well. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the Dora. Very impressive. Easy 9 discard here, I think. Yep. Picking up a 3 here, you probably get rid of the dragon. You're like, well,
Yeah.
maybe you're 1 away. It's kind of an awkward 1 away. You'd rather improve your hand, but
This is true.
but like there's still opportunities, right? If you pick up like a 3 or a 5 mon.
Yeah, it's already open. You have some flexibility there. Well, yeah, yep.
Punish. Also, Ash picking up like that 3rd south in the last draw and being like, okay.
Very, very rude stuff.
Okay. We're gonna see Ricci from Fish. It is an open weight, so a solid weight, especially this early.
Also,
And I think Ash is probably, if I had to foresee, is going to deal in
Yeah, that
after
7's
breaking
not
up
gonna
that 7-9.
last.
Yep.
Yeah.
ooh, someone else grabs. It grabs the 7.
Yes. And that's going to stay, but Ash, I don't think is long for this world. Again, not a particularly valuable hand. Oh, it's kind of kicking yourself because you get the 8 again punished. Yeah, not the most valuable hand, right? It's Ricci Nomi. But just it's been death by 1,000 cuts.
Too many
Ash.
guns.
Yes, breaking up the 3, potentially folding here, potentially being like, nope, I'm good. Although the 3 is also, I don't believe, safe. So, kind of an awkward situation to be in.
This is a rough pair of weights.
Stuck between 2.
Yes,
rocks.
the 4-7-5-8 is and as well. I mean, you at this point you're like, I would have preferred to deal into Fish. Fish is gonna sumo for an extra Han, but yeah, I mean that is a very scary hand from Kit. Kit as well, acting indignant with that red card emote. Kit, you were the one that chased. Anyone's being disrespectful here.
Ref, do something. Or don't. I don't know. If
Ref. And just like that, a very close game going into South 3.
Wait, I just saw Ash's hand.
Yes, so Ash is secretly being like, please give me something here.
Please, kid, I need this.
Yes. Yeah, 3 exactly as I was saying. Like we're entering South 3, and everybody's within a couple points or a couple thousand points of each other, except for Ash. But even Ash, like if this hand gets some good draws, right? Like if you pick up like a white and then you pawn that, and you get into Tenpai really quick, like, whoof, that's a Mon gun right there. The tricky bit is just that, yeah, kind of an awkward hand to advance, even if it has so much value.
It is a very. I mean, you could go for Ricci here. That's the only hand I see here, and then maybe 3 concealed triplets if you're like really feeling lucky.
Yeah. So if you pick up a pair, like a second one of either the north or the green, they're both Yakuhai, is kind of the only other way out. Kit opening up a hand. It's not a valuable hand, nor is it a fast hand. Still 2 away, but Kit is dealer and is probably thinking like, I would really love to like squeeze it up into first here, because when you have such a close game like this, you're not going to get those massive Uma swings from the point differences, like we saw in the last game. Instead, you're really kind of jockeying for those positional Uma points.
Nice pickup there for Kid.
Yep, discarding the 3, and now you kind of have a better weight here because you can always pawn. Just a small optimization.
Picks up the 7. Ever so closer to all triplets, I think. Yeah, they have like 4 pairs, 5 pairs.
4 pairs, although like you're kind of in awkward position because in order to go for all triplets, you would have to un-tenpai yourself or make yourself further from tenpai. Is going to call that pawn, and it's going to be in tenpai, waiting for the 4. Well, I was going to say the 4 of a suit, and it's 2 suits, so Anmon. This is also a really nice weight because you can really easily upgrade it if you get a 3 or 5 of either of those suits. Now you suddenly have an open weight.
The 4.
The 4. I do also want to give some attention, yes, to Fish's hand, which is really beautiful, actually, though might be a bad deal-in. Is not going to.
Well,
discards that one, but is immediately going to get the Ricci stick gobbled. This is the disadvantage of having a Ricci stick that is a piece of Pocky, is it gets eaten. Once again, another cut for Ash, just having a really unfortunate set of games. You can't really blame them for that kind of a deal-in. Because at this point, you're just kind of going for value, even though like you could have used that in a shape. You're like, well, but I really need the Yakuhai.
Although Mahjong, that is true.
Mahjong for
We haven't... I mean, technically the biggest hand we've seen was like a Yakumon, but didn't score. So
Kit as well with a potentially really valuable and fast hand here, right? You've got 2 red 5s already. If you pick up that like 3, you know, you can get you're looking at a lot of value really quick here. You could go for, you know, potentially a pure double sequence. There's a world in which there's a full straight here. There's a world in which you're getting Pinfu. Right, you've got the 2 red 5 and that 6, which you can even accept another one of. Yeah, Kit feeling very good, giving the yep, exactly, picking up that second 6 Dora.
Wow, that's really nice looking, yeah.
Emoting to us to let us know this is a good hand. This is a very good hand.
That is hand. Ooh.
And gets the Ricci. And this is going to be, yes, this is a God. As Ricci, Pinfu, Dora. It's not going to be, I don't think, a pure double sequence because you're waiting with that 5-6.
Yeah, the 4s are tied up.
Yes, a lot of this stuff is tied up, and we do see Fish chasing.
No respect at this table.
Yes. Well, yeah. The thing is, like, at this point, you're kind of just trying to jockey, right? Like, if you're Fish, you're like, I don't need a big hand, I just need a hand that gets me into first. But you do risk, dealing it to this massive hand right here on the dealer as well.
I'm really
and Kid is making everybody, like, is letting everybody know that this is a massive hand.
I feel this is just a game of survival. For...
Yes, Ash dealing it again, but as has continuously happened, avoiding the more dangerous hand.
Deadly hand.
Like, yes, this is really bad for Ash. You're already far behind. You're gonna get 4th again. But you dealt it to the 1,000 point hand instead of the 18,000 or more point hand. Yes, Ash saving us from Kit. Exactly.
True torment.
This is going to bring us into South 4. You kidding me? It's like, no! My hubris.
That's not 9 orphans? Not 9 orphans. Sorry, I was looking at Ash's hand and I saw a bunch of orphans.
A couple
orphans.
Not enough to really push for it now.
No, I mean, not that many in the grand scheme of things. We had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is, you know, not too many at all.
This is true. I would put him at like 6 orphans or something. I don't know. I gotta stop counting for orphans.
This is a very interesting South 4. Because we have obviously 2 players that are within 400 points of each other, but then also we have the dealership in 3rd, who has a hand that could go somewhere, And you have to remember, we have in this the tournament dealer repeats on even if you get to first place, and so like, you know, could easily swoop in and steal first here. I think Ash is trying to go for like a decently valuable fast hand to recoup some points, but I mean everybody here has a really solid hand. Like it's all gas here.
She's opening up on the dragons with a half flush as well, which is pretty nice.
Yep, half flush, potentially picking up the souths as well for another would be, you know, that's your Mongon right there. Going to be opening up. Dealer's choice of what you discard here. You're still one away, but confirming like yes, I can go for something here. The disadvantage of opening here is that now it makes it harder to get the south triplet. And Ash is going to be getting into Tenpai for that 5-8. Trying to recoup some cost. Nobody seems to be particularly scared by Ash's hand either with these discards. And we are going to see, yep, that Tenpai, forcing the double pair weight. The question is, will Cheese get it? In which case, you know, we get it for incredibly disrespectful con here that they might she might be punished for, but no, she draws the 5, so now she can just use that in the triplet.
All of Ash's tiles are gone.
Incredible disrespect here, just throughout with these con calls.
I can't get enough of this, frankly. It's oh, and there we go, Fishy and Tenpai.
Yep. Everybody except for Kid is in Tenpai, and Kid might be following suit soon. Oh, that's gonna be a win. Yeah, it's gonna be a sumo, and that's gonna be game. Well, what? Oh, wait.
Yeah, was that?
Oh, they're in
was there a Furchin watch here? I'm trying to see what the
watch.
What did they discard?
No Yaku.
They had to discard one mon because of whatchamacallit. That wouldn't give them all simples.
Oh, no 10.
Yeah,
they had no 10 and now they're in permanent Furchin jail because they drew it. Oh, Fishy. That's so unfortunate for her.
Everyone is in Tenpai, like they say in the Nintendo game. Everyone is here.
No, actually, Fish just removed herself from Tenpai.
Discarding, yeah.
Yeah, which, I mean, fair enough.
Everyone is no longer here, sadly.
Oh, that's a very unfortunate. Yep, and gonna be removing that, getting down to third from second, and Cheese shooting up to first with an incredible 7 on hand, because of the sins of the second con call by Kit, who then got punished for it by giving 3 Han via the Dora.
Finally, some real mahjong, indeed.
Yeah, I believe was it Pax that said that you like you're never punished for the con call, just have somebody else discard. Well, it finally caught up to somebody.
It was coming.
Yeah. And now even like if you're Ash, you're like, wait, if I can win a valuable hand here, I might salvage third.
It's really nice to see a new face do this well at the table, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
This is true.
And Kid is spamming, just darn it.
Then a good old enraged.
Listen, Kit, like I get it. You did call con. You did call con. Yeah, 3. If I'm Cheese, I'm like I would like this to end, right? Like you'd love to see like somebody opens to a clearly cheap hand or something. Right? Like if you're Fish, I think you're also like, yeah, I could end this game now.
I think the game's coming close to an end. Only a little though.
She's keeping the north here in order to potentially have a safe tile later. would be my guess. Although again, I mean, we're seeing some really aggressive middle tile discards throughout this entire game from Mr. Cheese, right? Like starting with that Dora, like the red 5 and the 6 is rough.
The players have appeared in the chat.
Players have appeared in chat. So, 2 wins. What happens out next week? Actually, find out right now. I was expecting someone to deal in.
Immediate dealing. Yeah, we do have Ash here with a sneaky little 2-8. Waiting for the old Shanbon.
The old evil pairweight.
Smart move from Cheese, I think.
Let's see what goes down here.
There's some really tempting discards here to greet as Cheese. Going for the 2. Yep. Fish also with a very solid hand here, going to call Ricci to chase here. Waiting for that good old 6-9. Unfortunately, we see so many 9s because Kit just kind of discarded all of them in a row. And then you're kind of heart skipping people, and you're like, okay, no, somebody would have called it already, or be emoting. Cheese deciding to chase here as well.
Does Cheese make the play?
Although they're not in 10.
Oh, no, I thought they were in 10-5 for the like.
No, still one away. Yeah. And we're gonna see a deal in from Kit here.
Yep.
Into Fish. Not the biggest hand, but your Fish, you're like, I've secured second. I got a couple extra Uma off of this. We got a nice solid 3 Han hand. The classic standard 3,900 points. And that's gonna be game. A really rough pair of games for Ash. Although, kind of the glimmer of hope there in the end, we're like, well, if I get a good hand, maybe I get to salvage third here.
Yeah.
And Cheese, Cheese with a very solid pair of games. I think it was first and second, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, really, it's so nice to see someone do that well there. Going to go ahead and input these scores so we can get updated tracker here. Kit with minus 19.8 Uma, Fish with 18, Ash with 34.5, and Cheese with 36.3. Hang on.
Team the Yakuman wasn't meant to be. Yeah, you got so close. It was very impressive.
I really respect going for it in that situation. That was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Ash, we got like 4 weeks to recover this. I think we'll be fine. No need to be sorry. It wasn't in the last week. That's the good news.
I mean, what I'll say, nice positive match. Like what I'll say is like, with how big the swings can be in this game, right? Like, things can shift, especially if you're like close to like, neutral, right? Like even as we've seen, like 1 or 2 good games can like shoot you way up in the rankings. And like Fish, solid +2 overall. Ash with just a very crushing game, unfortunately. Minus 100 over there in total. But
yeah, I think we've all been there. It's rough.
Ivy has requested the Mademoiselles from the cast.
I can't speak French, gang.
I can't speak French.
Je ne sais pas François. Sorry about that.
Well, you're getting one from me.
I don't think that was right French, but that's also because I almost failed French in high school. I think it's good that I don't know any other language besides English.
But yes, the Mademoiselles. Congratulations.
Mademoiselles. And you got one from me.
Do we have other teams with distinct names like this, or I've only seen the mademoiselles shouted like that. Meow meow.
I think there's a
Smoking.
yeah. I was gonna say meow meows. We've got there's a couple, but none are coming to the top of my head right now.
They need to shout it more, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You got like, oh yeah, I was I don't even know what I was about to say.
But yes, used to the game just ending with the yeah. It's certainly an adjustment. You're like, oh wait, I actually need to have an escape plan after this. But yes, all right. I think that brings us to the end of our games today, and for the week. As always, you can check in on the updated stats sheet. And good luck to everybody for next week's matches.
Absolutely.
I was gonna make a dumb joke here. I don't know how to say it. I was gonna be like, "Who's next? You decide." Something dumb like that. something epic rap battles of
But yeah,
history.
the Maj organizers decide.
It's already.
I'm pretty
set,
sure all the
actually.
games.
They've
Yeah, all the
been
games
scheduled,
are
yeah.
already decided.
Correct.
No one decides.
You have to like enter your third site. This is part of the whole like module organizer process. You know, like opening your third eye to understand like the future has already been written, right? It's all like in stone. We're just running through the script. You know, that's all we're doing here. We know what tables are going to be. We know when they're going to happen. We know who's going to cast them. We know everything. All right.
We know everything.
So all you need to do
Everything's
is watch.
already predetermined, gang.
Yes. Tune in.
Tune in next week to where I come into the game on time. Hopefully.
It will happen.
One can hope. All right.
All right. I'm shutting the stream.
Well,
down.
thank you.
Farewell, Chad.